Have you been thinking or even just started to post to social media but feel like posting to all of these platforms multiple times a week is a little overwhelming? Well, trust me, I did too, until I found this amazing application called Notion. Now, Notion is not a sponsor of this video, but I've just become such a big fan of how easy it's made my life, especially when it comes to planning and executing social media content at scale. Now, my name is Des Cole, and you're tuned in to another episode of Kbfl Different, the series created to help give you the skills, knowledge, and inspiration that you'll need to become the most optimal version of yourself. And in today's video, I'm gonna walk you through a free Notion template that I actually created that'll help you organize all of your content through all platforms on social media. So if you want to just skip this video and grab the template, then the link is in the description. But this video will serve as a reference and a guide if you need any help in the future using this template. So if you're not subscribed to the channel already, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you find this content valuable, then leave a like and make sure you share it with a friend who could use it as well. But without further ado, let's hop right into Notion and I'll show you guys the different content planner. Euro step. Alright, so the first thing I'll show you is how you can actually upload the template into your Notion. So once you click on the link that's down below in the description, it'll take you here, and all you have to do is press this download button. So once it takes you here, all you have to do is go up to this top right and hit duplicate. If you already have a Notion account, then it will just duplicate right into your Notion account. If not, then it will prompt you to create an account, and then it will show up in there. But once you get it uploaded into your Notion, then this is what it will look like. The first thing that I recommend you do is customize the page a little bit. So you can go up here and you could change the cover. You can choose between any of these that they already have. You can upload your own, or you can search for an image using Unsplash. All of these images are free, by the way. What you can also do is go over here and change the emoji, whatever you want to signify your content planner in your Notion. You could change that, and then obviously you can also change the title. But moving into the actual template, starting at the top, we'll talk about our resources. The first resource is a link to the video that you're actually watching right now. So if you need any help or a reference again to how the template works, then you can go ahead and just click that. Moving down, you have your brand assets. Now the main dashboard will show you all of your assets, but it also categorizes them in these different views into just your logos, your images, your fonts, and any other social assets that you have. Now moving back to the home page, under that we have our hashtags. You can categorize them based on whichever platform you're using, but I think it's just a very good idea to have planned hashtags so that way you don't have to think about it while you're posting it. You can just copy and paste them from here, and it makes it just so much easier. Moving back to the home page, under hashtags we have our partners. Now this is for if you have any partnership content or if you have any sponsors, then this is where you can plan and put all of their information so you can reference it, you can add links, anything that you need based on the content that you're putting out. And then lastly, under the resources tab, we have ads. This is another database that is linked to the main database, but this just serves as an extra page that will allow you to plan and organize all of the ads that you have running on social media. Now that makes up all of the resources, and that just leaves us the database. Now the databases are probably one of my favorite features in Notion, just because it allows you to filter and sort through content very easily, which I'll show you in a second. And it also holds all of the information that is relevant to you posting on social media. Now this database is fully editable. If there is something here that you want to add that you don't see, then you can just hit this plus button right here and you can choose what type of information needs to go in there, and that will add that to the end. And you can also grab these sections and reorganize them if you just want a different view of the database. Speaking of views, you can actually view this database in 3 different views, and you can actually add some more on, but I think these 3 are the most important. You have your table, which you're looking at right now. You can then view the same information in a calendar view. The calendar is super helpful, especially for social media planning, as you can kind of look at the 30,000 foot view of everything that you're doing, and you can plug in the holes where you feel like maybe there's too much content, or maybe we need to back off, or maybe we need to add some more. This just gives a great visual for that. And then lastly, the third view that we have is the board view. Now the board view shows a Kanban visual of the status of each of these projects. So we have future ideas, drafts, working on, recording, scheduled, and published. And then lastly, we have some on hold. The board view, similar to the calendar view, is just another great visual on where you're at in your process of content creation. You can easily add new ideas here and then see where you're at with all of those ideas as you continue to execute. Now, these are the 3 views that I've given in the template because I feel like they're the ones that are most relevant for social media. But if you want other views, then there's a few others, those being timeline, gallery, and list. And you can go ahead and add these if you want another visual to the database. All right, so just a few more notes on how to use this database. When you go in here, I actually already have all of the platforms that I could possibly think of posting to. And so you can go ahead and click any of these, but if you don't see a platform that you're posting to, then you can go in here and you can click that and you can create whatever that platform is that you want to post to. It's also the same thing as far as the responsibility and the tags. What you'll have to do is go in here and write your name, and you can go ahead and add that to the responsibilities, but basically your name will pop up here. But if you have other people in your team, then you can add them as well, and you can make them responsible for the content being posted. It's basically the same thing here with the tags. You have to go in and write all the tags that you have, and then as you go through and choose the ones, and you can just click these. So that way you don't have to go through every time and write out all of the tags. The status works pretty easily. You can either pick future ideas, idea, draft, working on, recording, basically everything that's in the board view of the database. And if you want to add any other statuses that are relevant to you, then you can go in here, hit edit property, and then you can go in and add whatever that new option is. The files and media is basically just uploading or embedding a link, and then the date, you can actually do a couple different things with this. So you can either just choose one date. So let's say we're posting something next Tuesday, or we can add an end date. So let's say it goes from Monday until Friday, and then I can also include time. And so I can go Monday at 2 p.m. to Friday at 4 p.m. And so if you want to do a timeline, it actually shows up as a timeline look. So it just gives a very good visual. But if not, then you can just click out of those and you can just click a date. Now, the last thing that I've added into the template is actually for all of my YouTubers out there. So as you add a new post into your database, what you can do is open this sneak peek tab. And this is where you can put the same information that you would put in here to the database. But what I've added for you guys is my YouTube video template. So once you click this, then everything will update. And this is the template that I actually use to create all of my YouTube videos, so feel free to use it. But just to go through it very simply, so at the very top, we just have some categorization for our inspiration, resources, research, and to-do lists. Each one of these goes down into a checkoff list. And then under that, we have the title ideas, the relevant tags for the video, and the thumbnail ideas. And right under that is where we start to write our scripts. So I've actually added some storytelling principles that was inspired by Ali Abdal's video. You can check it out right here. But it basically just talks about all of the different ways that you could tell a story, which is the best way that you can create some good content. Moving under that, we have our hook, intro, value, and outro. And then under that, we have all of the check-offs for what we need to do to make sure that this episode goes live and does the best that it can. So adding a description, thumbnails, tags, end screens, cards, you know the deal with YouTube. It just gives you a whole checklist so that way you make sure that you don't miss any of these things as you post to your YouTube channel. All right, guys, so that makes up the different content planner. I truly hope that this template helps you as much as it has helped me thus far. So go ahead and grab that link in the description, upload it into your Notion, and make sure you come back to this video and leave a comment if it has actually helped you. I would definitely appreciate it. So if you found value in this video, then go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and go ahead and share it with a friend who you think could use this information as well. But signing off, my name is Des Cole. This is Kbfl Different, and I hope to see you guys next time. Peace.